What do you get when you mix Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Avatar The Last Airbender? You get one of the best children's action-oriented animated series within the last 20 years. 5 unlikely heroes and their flying robot lions unite to form the mega powerful Voltron and save the galaxy. Of course, you guys know already I'm talking about Voltron, the new television series on Netflix created by DreamWorks. Voltron Legendary Defender is amazing right from the beginning. Although it only has 13 episodes, Season 1 gives you an almost complete story that'll leave you wanting more by the end. The show gives you a balance between character-driven stories and action, much like Avatar The Last Airbender did. Like I said before, it's a very good mix of Power Rangers and Avatar. The show is a good mix of 3D animation and 2D animation, where Voltron robots are 3D, but everything else is 2D. It's so beautiful looking. It does it way better than Voltron Force did. It makes for a really good blend of with action. If you see Legend of Korra, it does it in the same style. But let's dive into the main plot for Season 1. What makes this show so great? For millennia, the evil Allura Empire has plagued the universe by conquering planets and destroying their inhabitants. The only known threat to the Empire's power and plans is the legendary defender of the universe, Voltron! It's a 100-meter-tall robot warrior comprised of 5 lion mechas, whose whereabouts are presumed to be unknown. Basically, the person who made them was under attack by Galron's king, Zarkon, because Zarkon wants to possess the Voltron robot, so he scattered them around the universe. The king, Alfor, bonded the 5 lions' energies to his daughter's life force, Princess Allura, and then sent them, then proceeded to send them around the universe. Princess Allura was hidden on the planet Aris, along with the Black Lion, so she had the Black Lion in her possession. In the present time, now we get the present time, that's all backstory. In the present time, the Allura Empire's path of conquest and search for Voltron has led them to Earth's solar system. And they're chasing a human prisoner, which we figure out is one of the main characters eventually. Then you cut to a group of space pilots, Shiro, which is the guy they were chasing, Keith, Lance, Pidge, Hunk, and they discover the Blue Lion and immediately get swapped up in the Galran War. They meet Princess Allura, become the next Paladins, the next Masters of Voltron, Defenders of the Universe. They reunite the Lions. They combat Zakron's evil schemes. The show focuses on the main 5 for the most part. The main 5 Paladins, as you would call it, of Voltron. For the first half of the series, it just shows them developing as a team, which I thought was really good. It gives them time to kind of breathe. I just wish this show was longer. If it was 40 episodes, it'd be great that the first 6 episodes them just trying to breathe and get this learning how to use their powers. It just feels too short, but at the same time, it doesn't. But eventually, they learn to work as a team and form Voltron, which isn't an easy task for them. It's not like they just form Voltron the first time they get those robots. It takes them a while, and you build up to it, which leads for some good suspense, and, I like it. This is something I'd like to see more in action shows like this, like Power Rangers and, stuff like that that's airing now. I'd love to see more of this. It's more fun watching the characters grow and learn how to use their abilities rather than them gaining a new power every week to defeat the bad guy. I'm looking at you, Megaforce. Now let's dive into the characters. I'll start with my favorites, going down to my least favorites. And you'll be able to see a picture of the characters right in this corner. My favorite of the main five would have to be Lance. He's the hotshot pilot of the Blue Lion. Lance considers himself to be Keith's rival, though he was only considered for the Galaxy Patrol pilot training due to Keith leaving the program, as it stated in the show. Lance is convinced of his own superiority and quick to go after a pretty woman, although Allura doesn't reciprocate to his affections. Allura is the princess of the show, for those of you who don't know. He's very much the Sokka of the group, the comic relief. I didn't know much about Voltron going into this show, so I was so convinced that he was going to be the leader and have to mature as a leader throughout the series. But I was wrong. Luckily, I love this character so much that I didn't care that I was wrong. He is my favorite character in the series. He's played by the voice actor to Finn from Adventure Time, and sometimes I just imagined Finn was there instead of Lance. But that's such a minor complaint to how good of a job his character is that it doesn't matter to me. The second favorite would have to be Keith. He pilots the Red Lion. Keith was an elite fighter pilot for the Galaxy Patrol, Earth's space defense program, but washed out due to a discipline issue. Inexplicably, affected by the energies of the Blue Lion, he examined ancient messages left around its hiding place and learned of Shiro's return to Earth. Keith respects Shiro but clashes constantly with Lance. But it's very funny. They end up being like brothers by the end of the series, which is amazing. Great character development. I thought he was going to be the bad boy, mysterious guy of the group who turns out to be, the leader. But I was wrong about that too. I thought definitely, this guy's going to be the leader. If it's not Lance, it's definitely going to be this guy. No. But he's a badass sword fighter, and he mostly has those kind of scenes with the bad guys. He'll be the one practicing sword fighting and all that. That's just a little about Keith. My third favorite of the series would have to be Shiro. He is the pilot of the Black Lion and leader of the Defenders of the Universe, baby. He is the leader of the group, which is something I didn't expect. He's the star pilot in Galaxy Patrol before he and Pidge's father and brother were abducted by Galron's ship. He subsequently had his right arm replaced with a Galron cybernetic that can both power up his Galron technology and serves as a melee weapon. Shiro subsequently escaped Galron's custody and returned to Earth, where he has joined his unlikely future teammates. Shiro is the most level-headed and responsible of the five pilots, and despite suffering amnesia after escaping the Galron's clutches, he is the first to discover Pidge's secret. And this is possibly due to his acquaintance with Pidge's family. He was always a strong and confident character. He had some sort of PTSD from being with the aliens, but his character was always able to overcome it. It didn't hold him back too much, which I can respect out of the character. Hunk is the next guy I'm going to talk about. He's the pilot of the Yellow Lion and the food-loving largest member of the team. He's just a lovable guy. Hunk is that guy from the 90s, from any 90s animated series that had a fat dude who's just a lovable dude and you just want to hug him and he's so cool. That's Hunk. He initially seemed like the unlikely candidate for a Voltron pilot. As he disdains dangerous situations and suffered from motion sickness. However, he is a skilled mechanic and was able to process data collected by Pidge to create Voltron Geiger counter that helps the group find the hidden Blue Lion. And he's just a big level dude. He sort of has a love interest in the series, and I would have loved to have that been explored more and developed more. But it seemed like it was just brushed off, and I was kind of disappointed. But it only has 13 episodes. There's only so much you can cover in 13 25-minute episodes. My least favorite character right now of the pilots is Pidge, which is weird because he had the most character development and story arc in the series. I'm not going to go into it right now because it could be considered spoiler territory, but that's not why I didn't like this character. Pidge is just too whiny from the beginning and selfish, which is unexpected coming from the genius of the group. Usually, in these kind of shows, you have the genius, and it's a nice guy, and he's selfless, and always wants to help people. Not Pidge. He's very, very selfish, in my opinion. Which, like I said, it's unexpected. You know, shows like MMPR had Billy. And Pidge is like the Billy-like character, except Pidge is like selfish. You know, he's horrible. Next we had Princess Allura. She's the princess of the fallen Alton solar system, and last known female Alton. Spent 10,000 years in frozen stasis on the planet Aris. She is the thing that holds this together. She holds the team together. She's the core. There's no Voltron without Princess Allura. Now, the next part of the series, we're going to go over the ending, so it'll be spoiler territory. So just skip ahead, like, till you stop seeing spoiler. There'll be word spoiler here. Just skip ahead till you stop seeing spoiler on the screen. Alright? You gone? Are you still here? Let's talk about this. So the finale was a very satisfying fight where they need to go rescue the princess who gave them Voltron. They need to rescue her from the main bad guy. Like, 13 episodes in, we're going right against the main bad guy. So yes, they do go against him very early on, but it's a great battle. It's worth it. It's a great space battle. It's a great action. There's amazing twist that had me shocked at the end. The thing I didn't like about the finale was that it has a cliffhanger, which left me screaming at the TV saying, "Why?" I really hope this show is popular enough for season 2. I want more from this show, and I was hoping it was going to get 40 episodes like a Power Ranger season or something. But, and then you can see more character development as the 40 episodes go on, but I can't complain. The show is amazing. It's way too short, but it is satisfying in the end. I love watching every moment of the show. I'm definitely giving it a 9.5 out of 10. And if you have not seen Voltron Legendary Defender, go get Netflix right now. Go see Voltron Legendary Defender because it is top down my favorite animation within the last 20 years. Action, cartoon. It's just top notch amazing. And I think all of my fans at least would enjoy it, especially the Power Rangers fan. This is everything Power Rangers should be. This is everything I want Power Rangers to be. So, just watch it. You'll love it. Give it a shot. I'm your host, Remington Keyes, signing out. Subscribe for more videos like this. And tell me what you thought of this review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.